All praise to Yahweh Shemel Shah, that belongs to the Apostle GMS. This is now Allah coming at you with the video. In this video, I'm be focusing on. I want to start with Colossians, the 3rd chapter, and the 5th verse. All right. And basically, what this topic is going to be about is about mortifying your members. So let's get right to it. Colossians chapter 3, verse 5. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth. Now look at the word mortify. Because we're human beings. We're in the flesh. And being that we're in the flesh, we are prone to temptation. So we have to mortify our members. But what exactly does that mean? See? Mortify.
Strong's G 3499. Necrao.
Necrao. That's where you get the word necro from. It means dead or death. To make dead, to put to death, slay, worn out. Of an impotent old man, to deprive of power, destroy the strength of. So it says to put to death. It is used in the active voice in the sense of destroying the strength of, depriving the power, with reference to the evil desires which work in the body. So let's go back. So this says mortify your members, talking about putting it to death or depriving it of its power. Okay? So you mortify your members. Now what does it mean by members? Which are on the earth. The members is talking about our body. The members of the body that we have engages in sinful acts. We're human beings in the flesh and we're imperfect, so at times we sin. So we have to mortify our members. Make dead or deprive it of its power. Deprive the members of our body from allowing sin to have power over it. We have to mortify that. We have to deprive it of its power. How do we do that? By not engaging in them sinful behaviors, whatever it may be. Adultery, bearing false witness, not remembering the Sabbath and keeping it holy, and a multitude of other commandments. Okay? Mortify therefore your members which are upon earth. And that's what we are. We're on earth. And on the earth is where we are faced with all of these different temptations. It's good to speak about things that are in the world. Let me get that real quick. This is 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Now what does it mean by the world? Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. The things that are in the world are things that are hollow, meaning empty. Frail, meaning it's weak. Fleeting, it's here 1 minute, going the next. Those are the things of the world. So we're not supposed to love those things. In this society, we don't worship money. Okay? And it's truth. We're not supposed to worship money. In this society, when I say in this society, we're not supposed to worship money. What I remember that is, in the society that we live in, we're not supposed to, worship money. We're not supposed to worship, titles and, being acquainted with certain people. The things of the world that people hold in high esteem, that they hold in a high regard. I don't care about, my cousin is this basketball player. My cousin is this producer. You don't care about that kind of stuff. We're not to think that way. Because those things are of the world. So we're not supposed to love the world. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. All things are hollow, meaning it's empty. Frail, meaning it's weak. Fleeting, meaning it's here 1 minute, going the next. It's temporary. And that's why we're not supposed to love those things. It's not everlasting like the kingdom of heaven. It's all momentary. I had to pause the video real quick because somebody's playing music. Probably still hear it in the background. But it says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So if you love those things, the love of the Father is not in you. Why? Because those things don't draw you closer to the Most High. Those things don't connect you with the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, right? The things that your flesh lusts after. Those sensual pleasures, sensual meaning the things that are pleasing to the senses, taste, touch, smell, sight, hearing. Those are the sensual pleasures. Those are examples of the flesh. Okay, so for all that is in the world is the lust of the flesh. Now remember I mentioned sensual pleasures, taste, touch, smell, sight, hearing. For example, How could touch be a lust of the flesh? I'm not saying the sense of touch itself is wicked. I'm not saying that. But in what aspect, but what sin is referencing that? Adultery. That's adultery. That's a sensual pleasure. It satisfies the touch, but that's unright. That's an unrighteous act. That's lust of the flesh. Okay? An inordinate affection. Desiring something that's evil. Desiring something that you shouldn't. These are examples of the lust of the flesh. Okay? And there's many more. I'll get into that later on as the show goes on. And lust of the eyes, right? The thing that you see, that the eyes lust after. Whatever those things may be. Lusting after material things. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with buying a nice car or shoes or something like that, but in your mind, you're supposed to look at it like it was just a car. There's nothing to, to hold in high regard. You know what I mean? Just a vehicle. That's how you're supposed to look at it. Once again, I had to pause the video real quick. But so it says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. So like I was saying about a car, I'm not saying nothing wrong with buying a nice looking car, but in your mind, supposed to be, it's just a vehicle. You know? I gotta get that new car, I gotta get that new piece of jewelry, I gotta get this, that. That's not how your mind's supposed to be thinking. It's just a material, because scripture tell you in the book of Peter, what does it say? I believe it's 2 Peter. It tells you the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So all of these things that's in the world, they're gonna be destroyed about with thermonuclear destruction, things that people in this world desire. Matter of fact, look at that real quick. This scripture I was thinking about, 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, when you're not aware. A thief is not going to tell you when they're coming. They're just going to come. In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. That's talking about thermonuclear destruction and the coming Third World War. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. See, so all of these works will be burnt up. All things just that you lusting after is going to be gone. So you don't honor those things. You don't hold those things in high regard. You're not supposed to. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved. So being that we know all of these things will be dissolved. All of the works. What's the works that's in the earth? Cars. The things that man has made, for example. They're gonna all be burned up. Seeing then that all the things shall be dissolved. Now that we know that all the things will be destroyed, what manner of persons are you to be? Who are we supposed to be? And all holy conversation and godliness. That's how we're supposed to conduct ourselves righteously. Okay? We're supposed to conduct ourselves righteously. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High. So we're supposed to be looking for and hasting. When you hasten something, you want it to come fast. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Looking for and hasting. Alright? Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So all of those things that you lust after, you're not supposed to be lusting after. It's not going to be here forever. Back in 1 John chapter 2, continuing at verse 17, and the world passeth away and the lust thereof. So the world going to pass away and all of the things you lust after, see? But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever, because they're going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. Colossians 3:5. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, which you broke that down. Mortify meaning to make dead or to deprive the power of. Your members talking about our body. So we got to mortify our members. We got to deprive our body of the power of letting sin have power over it and engaging in those temptations. Alright? In those sinful lusts which are upon the earth, because on the earth is where those desires are fulfilled, which is where we are as human beings on earth. Fornication, which that's a reference adultery. Okay. Idolatry as well. Uncleanness, that's self-explanatory. Inordinate affection. We'll go to that. Pathos.
Strong's G 3806. Pathos.
Pathos. In the in the New Testament, in a bad sense, depraved passions, vile passions. Okay? See, to suffer primarily denotes whatsoever one suffers or experiences in any way, hence an affection of the mind, a passion, desire. There's a strong, passionate desire. That's an inordinate affection, a strong, passionate desire, but obviously a strong, passionate desire towards something that's not right. Okay? It could be anything. You know? Like adultery. That's an inordinate affection. Being a homosexual. That's supposed to be doing none of that stuff. Evil concupiscence. Go to that. That's desiring something you shouldn't have. Just similar to inordinate affection. Desire, craving, longing, desire for what is forbidden. Lust. Simple. That's desiring something you shouldn't have, or desiring that which is forbidden. And covetousness, desiring something that's not yours, which is idolatry. Okay? So that's good on that. Because covetousness is desiring something that belongs to someone else. Like the scriptures say in Exodus, don't covet your neighbor's wife.
Strong's G, 4124. Pleonoxia. Pleonoxia.
You know what? I'm gonna have to do a part 2 to this because I wanted the video to be about 10 minutes because I don't want it to be too long, and the people might not watch the whole video because I started off with Colossians 3 and 5, and I got like 3-4 other scriptures I was gonna go into, and all of those precepts just popped up with that one scripture. Spirit just had me build up with other scriptures. So if I got 3-4 other scriptures ready, then if I add it to this, that's gonna be like 30-minute lesson probably. So I'm gonna have to break this up into another part. So with that, I'm gonna say Shalom, all praise Yahweh Shema Shah. Always learn something, Shalom.